rocpodcasts.com.
Hey Rochester, it's Vinnie Paulino here. Wanted to thank you for tuning in to the first episode of the Shoot to Thrill podcast. We want you to know that we spent a lot of time and put in a lot of work, a lot of hard work into what you're going to see tonight. Unfortunately, you won't be able to tell while you're watching it. It's going to be a good show though, lots of fun. It's the first episode of season 4, but before we start it, we want to remind you can listen to old episodes, all the past episodes from the last 3 seasons on rocpodcasts.com. You can listen by subscribing on iTunes or just on the Stitcher app on your mobile device. Also, folks, make sure you follow the show on Twitter at S2T Podcast. Find us on Facebook. Get ready for season 4, folks. Here's episode 1. We're calling it Amateur Hour, or The Cop Tastes Like Snozberries. It's Shoot to Thrill time. All right, Rochester, come on down this weekend. Fusilli Autos, we got the best deals in town. Carol Ann, tell the people.
That's right. Our prices are low
Rochester.
for our big spring event.
Low.
This is the time to buy. If you've been thinking about getting a beautiful used automobile,
I gotta take this.
I am so sick of this crap. I swear to God, I'm gonna get a lawyer.
Not better than mine.
I know you're the one who left that note on my car.
Hey everybody, welcome to the first ever episode of Shoot to Thrill Podcast TV. I'm Vinnie Paulino, I am your host. We're glad to have you with us. In the studio with me this evening, Mr. Kevin Reynolds, my co-host. How are you tonight, sir?
Good. TV, Vinnie. TV.
People are really foolish that thought this was going to be a good idea. I just want to say that out of the gate. I feel like this is a good thing to start with.
I think we're all thinking that.
Sitting next to Kevin is handsome be wonderful of Rochester's Isotopes, the only isotopes that matter. In fact, I heard you kicked a Canadian band right back up.
We did. We
up
got
north.
rid of those Canucks.
That's right, man.
That's
right
right,
out of
buddy.
the gate. I love it. We're starting strong. Also in the studio, ladies and gentlemen, Rochester's fanciest newsman, Mr. Marcus Cox.
Feeling fancy.
Hoy hoy. Welcome to our new studio, man. What do you think, Marcus?
Little amateur hour. But I think we're getting there.
This is the most oddest show you will probably ever watch in your life. I would agree with you, Marcus. We have, let's see what we have going on here. On the other side of the room, there's lights, there's cameras, there's a little bit of action. It's generally 4 guys sitting around.
I'm noticing, you can't see this, but there's strategic use of a recycle bin being used right now.
We have a technical team that is hard at work back there using a recycling bin as a desk. You're watching this on WBGT. We want to let you know that you can get the audio of the podcast if you want to hear this whole show. What you're going to see right now, folks, this is the first episode. You're going to see about 30 minutes of the show. If you want to hear the rest of the audio, you're going to have to tune in tomorrow night. You're going to have to tune in Friday night. You're going to have to tune in Saturday night. Or you can just download the MP3 at rocpodcast.com. That's them right there. Just follow that link and you'll be all right. So I got to tell you, we have this brand new studio. We're over at WBGT. We're very excited. I want to start off by saying thank you to DJ Smizzy for putting this together for us and really getting behind the show when literally no one else in the world would ever in their right mind be. So we're thankful to DJ. Give it up for DJ, guys. We're going to clap it up for DJ. And to Gary, too, the station manager, great guy. So they gave us the space. They set us up with cameras. And now it's go time. Are you guys ready?
Here we are. It's late night. We're on TV.
It's podcasted time, baby.
Who'd have thunk?
Yeah. The ironic thing about this is you're watching this show at 12:30 at night, or you're listening to it whenever, but it's 10 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday.
You just ruined the illusion.
That's the energy you people are going to get. I'll tell you something funny, though. Kevin came in earlier, and he just, he comes in and he sits down over here at this desk and just flops out his breakfast sandwich that he bought. I'm like, where'd you get that? He's like, the Hess station down the street. And I was like, I was just there too. But when I was there, Kevin, I think I creeped out the clerk. I think I scared her a little.
What'd you do?
Well, we were just talking, I wasn't really talking. She wasn't talking to me. She was a younger girl. She wasn't talking to me. But I'm checking out. I put my stuff down. And they have like a giant. Now this is what catches my eye, right?
She like, I've never seen anyone buy this many Doritos before.
I can impress women with my Doritos intake. I'm telling you. But no, man, there's just sitting there, and this caught my eye, a giant display of Reese's peanut butter eggs for Easter. The most delicious of the Easter candy, if you ask me. Just sitting there, and I look at her, and I go, because tomorrow's Easter. It was Sunday for you people, but I go, so are those going to be free tomorrow? And she just rolled her eyes at me. Literally, the contempt in this girl's eyes is probably what anyone viewing this right now is feeling. But that's what I got, Kevin. I realized that I am an old, creepy guy. I'm a future creepy white guy.
Yeah, looking for free candy deals.
Oh, he's back.
I mean, there's better ways to be creepy than you just wanting free candy, but
Giving out free candy.
Well,
Exactly.
yeah.
Well, it's a little better the last time Vinnie bought Peeps. He asked the cashier how many she thought she could fit in her mouth.
And then I began to demonstrate. I could get 8. Stuffing them in.
He's like using their microwave and just blowing them up. Sorry, I made a mess.
It's this guy at the 7-Eleven on Monroe. He's got a shotgun. He's getting out. I'm like, all right, that's cool. That's cool. But yeah, man, it's been a weird little road, man. We're over here now. We're doing the show. This is at the beginning of season 4, right?
Yes.
Season 4.
Season 4.
Would you say, Kevin, that we have gotten arguably better each season?
No.
Can't even make an argument.
Not even,
Yes.
no
yes.
argument.
Well, yes. I mean, we're no longer in an attic, so we must be doing something right.
See, my favorite thing about this is right now we're recording the show. We're laughing. We're going to have a good time. And my wife isn't downstairs waiting to yell at me.
Yeah.
Right. And it doesn't smell like pee either, which is nice.
Oh, that's
I'm
the best
enjoying
thing.
that.
Yeah, you got to pee. I don't want to go down the stairs. I'm going to tell you.
We are missing something in here. We do need like a not being currently used aquarium with like maybe a third of the water in it, and then just a bunch of like fish skeletons.
What do you
inside
know?
of it.
What,
A sad aquarium.
there's no fish skeletons.
I'm pretty sure I've seen a fish skeleton or two.
Yeah, that was season 1, was slowly watching the clownfish die as the water evaporated and the saline content got higher and higher in the tank.
That's not true. But that's
Is that a
hysterical.
metaphor for season 1?
But you know what, though? Unlike that fish tank, we have continued to rise in success. They floated to the bottom like the Titanic. But, we started off season 1. We're in somebody else's studio. We couldn't record when we wanted to. We had to be very, season 2, we end up getting our own studio, and we start working on season 3. We just started really putting stuff together and getting organized and getting it together. And what do you know? Season 4, television.
I know.
I'm pretty sure next year we're getting a late night show, like an actual one.
I'm thinking feature film.
Like they got to be looking to get rid of that Craig Ferguson.
Sounds way out.
You
man.
people are watching this right now and not him, so that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
Nothing. Nobody wants to talk crap about Craig Ferguson with me.
I mean, he is a little bit hard to understand.
A little bit.
Is it the Scottish accent?
Yeah,
Okay.
is that what it is?
I'm pretty sure I believe he's
definitely
Scottish.
I'll tell you what. I'll just take the Scottish accent over just not being funny. Seth Meyers.
Whoa.
Wow. We're going
just
after
gonna
everyone.
We're gonna start throwing bows. The new kids in town starting trouble. Handsome Be Wonderful from the Isotopes is here. We're glad to have you. You have a big show coming up this week, May 2nd at the Lovin Cup. Friday, May 2nd at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. The show starts.
Correct.
And you have the Bleachers playing with you.
Yes.
And according to the Facebook event, it is the Bleachers featuring Liam Enright.
Liam Enright.
He's
The
the main-
Liam Enright.
He's famous,
This
that
isn't an
kid.
impersonator. This is the Liam Enright going to be
Okay.
performing with the Bleachers.
Rochester, this kid is worth watching.
He
I
is.
will definitely say this about him. He is absolutely worth watching.
I will just back up real quick. He just won Lovin Cup Idol.
He did.
They do it every year. They have a singing contest. I think it's based on some television show that's popular with the kids or something. And he won it. He was very
Right.
good.
He was very good.
charismatic.
Not
Great
only
singer.
was he charismatic, he was downright electrifying at times. The
Yes.
kid really puts on a show. And he claims, now I watched him, because I'm a judge in that contest. I watched him sing Dirty Diana by Michael Jackson. And he got down with it. And after somebody was talking to him, he claimed to have blacked out and not remembered singing it. Like he was
Wow.
just going to town on it. It was very impressive.
I should use that excuse when I screw up when I'm playing guitar. Sorry, I just blacked out.
Well, I'll tell you who I feel bad for in this whole thing. The bleachers. I
Yeah.
feel bad for the bleachers. You are the faces.
Yeah, right.
That's what you are right now. You are the faces,
yeah,
guys.
who was the drummer from the Faces? Oh, yeah, nobody knows.
Right.
Exactly.
I think it was no. Ron Wood even left them. Ron Wood was there. He was doing all right. He's like, I'm going to the Stones.
Yeah.
He is going to be Rod Stewart. This kid. He's going to go out there and just like be something. If he went to the real like American Idol, he would get through in a second. He's
Wow.
really young.
High praise.
I'm telling you, there's no way they couldn't put him through.
Yeah.
There's no way. But he's incredibly talented, and I've never seen the bleachers. I look forward to your show.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I'll tell you what else we could do. If you have never heard the Isotopes or seen an Isotopes concert, you should definitely go to that. But if you want the next best thing, ladies and gentlemen, get yourself a copy of the Isotopes Overstay Their Welcome. It's on Archive Records. You can pick it up at the Record Archive. Does this come with the CD, or is this you have to have a vinyl?
You get a free digital download. We give you a link right inside. You can download the whole album, high quality.
Very, very good. Very good. And we're actually going to be having a special musical performance by the Isotopes a little bit later in the show for you.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah. That was interesting. We almost got in a lot of trouble yesterday. We filmed it, and you're going to see it in just a second. But what we did was we filmed this over in our break room because we decided to take a break, and you guys brought in a smoking trash can.
We did. we bring it to all of our shows.
Yeah,
It's very
literally,
important.
it's like, it's what the hobos sang around in Rocky.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it just shot smoke, so much smoke that literally people thought the building was on fire.
Yeah, it was pouring out of every orifice of this building.
It really was. And it smells better in here,
So
ironically.
no one called the authorities. There wasn't a fire truck involved at any point.
Nope.
No,
Which was strange.
that just tells you about this neighborhood. Oh, good, that building's burning down.
It's an eyesore.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they wouldn't care if we were in it.
Yeah, I had to drive through Detroit to get here, so.
Aw. The west side of Rochester is not as bad as Detroit.
Wow, yeah.
Actually, I hear their pawn shops are better.
Arguably.
Probably. It's time for a music break.
Fancy Newsman Marcus Cox here. This episode of the Shoot to Thrill podcast was brought to you by Hometown Brew, Rochester's fanciest liquor. Each bottle of Hometown Brew is hand-cut and distilled right here in Rochester, New York, with ingredients so fresh, most of them came from the public market. To learn more about Hometown Brew, visit their website at hometownbrewdistillery.com or pick up a bottle at one of these local retailers. Hometown Brew, taste a Rochester original.
Remember, always drink responsibly and never, ever drink and drive.
All right, we're back. It's the Shoot to Thrill podcast, WBGT My18. You're also listening to us on rocpodcast.com. We had a little bit of a break there, but I had found this article. Rachel Barnhart from the Rochesterian and whatever news network has her still. Mm-hmm. She did a thing the other day about apparently she tweeted out something about Urban Dictionary, and they had a definition of the term Rochesterian. And
was it positive?
Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. But for those of you who don't know, urbandictionary.com is kind of like Craigslist, where you can, edit and like put in definitions, right? You could submit definitions.
Yeah, I would call it more like Wikipedia than Craigslist.
Yeah.
But sure, yeah. You
Did I
edit
say Craigslist?
Yeah.
It's exactly like Craigslist.
Is that where you go to hook up in New Hampshire?
It's just like Backpages.
What's Backpages?
We'll talk afterwards. You want to go to New Hampshire, though.
Deal. All right, well, here's the definition, ladies and gentlemen. There's the clip. The definition of Rochesterian from urbandictionary.com. A person from the Rust Belt city of Rochester. They can easily be identified out of their natural habitat by their overall sloppy appearance and rude personality. Wife, this is the definition used in a sentence. Wife, that waitress with the messy bun and dirty apron just tossed the bill at us. Husband, it's okay, honey. She's a Rochesterian. Wow, that's what people think about us.
Yeah, pretty close, right?
Yeah, garbage.
That's Buffalo all day long. That is Buffalo. That isn't us.
They're 20 miles off with this definition.
They are 45 miles off with this definition.
I mean, Batavia, maybe, but Rochester?
We have the U of R. We are a very, very high-end into people here, man. We got Eastview Mall. We got, like, all sorts of stuff.
That's Victor.
Oh, true.
So you're okay with sloppy overall appearance, right? That one.
What do you want me to tell you? What do you want me to tell you? I didn't wear a tie today. I'm not,
Well, the example was really written so well that by the person whoever came up with that. So, wife.
This is like
husband.
This is like Birmingham getting offended for being called redneck, and they're like, no, it's those people from Mobile down the road.
Those hicks.
Yeah. It very well could be like that, but they do get upset about that in Birmingham.
Oh, really?
They're the biggest city in Alabama, and they're very classy people down there. So, Marcus, you're the fanciest man in Rochester. What do you think of this?
I'm offended. It's sort of like, I don't think we're doing ourselves any favors. There's a big and tall line called Rochester Big and Tall.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, for real. I'll send out a picture. We'll put
Really?
it on our
Why don't you
page.
send me a link? I need to go shopping.
Do you got coupons?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Vinnie gets 25% off on his birthday.
I don't know. I mean, being known mostly for the garbage plate probably isn't helping our cause any.
I think we're mostly known for Kodak failing at this point, right?
Yeah, we have lots of failed industries.
Yeah.
That's just Kodak. I mean, Bausch & Lomb's gone.
Yeah.
Xerox?
Xerox on its way out.
The city school district. I'm just saying. I mean, it's like we're not exactly very successful as we used to be, but I don't think we're at this level yet, are we?
We had an NBA team back in 1934.
Yeah,
I mean, why are
and
they
now
talking
they're-
about that?
And now they're the Sacramento Kings, and now they want to move. Like, they want to put more distance between themselves and us. But yeah, we had the Rochester Royals back in the day. We got the Red Wings every now and again, put together a winning season. How are the Amherst doing, Kev?
I have no idea.
Yeah, well,
You tell me.
This ain't the sports show.
I think in general we have a pretty annoying accent. People hate the upstate New York accent. It's like the Minnesota one without the charm. It's just
It's not quite as quaint.
yeah.
It's just more sharp and mean.
It's like a nasally, you betcha.
Yeah. But I mean, I kind of like that you don't have to be put together to go out places here. Like there are certain places where people, you want to look your best, but if you want to rock your Zubas, on a Sunday?
No, you want to rock your Zubas on a Sunday. You never heard about this handsome. This kid, now that we're on television, and I hate to pull down the thing, because our show's going to be a little bit different. Sorry, fans who know this, but Marcus used to show up to my attic wearing the most eccentric outfits until one Sunday he just declared himself a Buffalo Bills fan and showed up wearing a pair of Bills Zubaz pants.
Nice.
And he was just like, hey, guys, it's ready for the show. I mean, you are an abstract individual, Marcus. You are very fancy. Even when you go that route, you have to find the fanciest trashy fan apparel.
They were formal Zumbas. Let's just make that, clear.
I'm just saying. I mean, if you're going to find trashy looking fan apparel, he got the best kind there is. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, it's supporting local business too. New Era and Zubas are both out of Buffalo, so.
Yeah, sloppy Buffalo. City of the Rust Belt, where waitresses are rude. Buffalo.
Right, Buffalo.
But I don't know. Do you think?
What
What did your extended family? You married out of Rochester.
I did. My wife's family is from Alabama, and they just look down on us in general. We're all godless heathens, so
We have fun at our weddings. We're just, we're really annoying.
we're the worst people ever. Well, I don't know. Like, what if you had family coming in? What in Rochester would you even show them? Like, if you had family coming to Rochester this weekend, people who've never been here before, where are you taking them?
Oh, I mean, I have friends come in. They all have a ball and say they love Rochester after they've been here.
It's a great city.
We have the lake. I take them up to the, Ontario Beach.
It's too cold, though. It's frozen over.
It's still frozen over.
We go to High Falls. We go to Genesee Brewery. We are going to visit Hometown Brew.
That's right.
Drink some moonshine.
That's it. But no, there are like good restaurants and stuff. Like we have a lot of great things. We have the Jazz Fest.
Yep.
I mean, that's a destination type event. I mean, where else in upstate New York are you going to see Steve Martin and his banjo? I'm just saying.
Good point.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
Rochester, baby.
Steve Martin visits once a year.
Rochester, baby. That's it. We got half frozen flowers at the Lilac Festival. Who else has got that?
Yeah, you can see the bloated corpse of Eddie Money in his dead career.
Well, you sniff flowers.
I mean, the Coke has been stomped down a few times, but if you can get past that, Rochester's a pretty nice town.
Hey, is Eddie Money coming to the Lilac Fest this year?
Yeah, he plays every Sunday. Instead of 2 tickets to Paradise, he sings, I have 2 tickets out of Rochester.
No, I might have an into Eddie Money if he's coming for the Lilac Festival. I'm trying to get us Eddie Money.
Last year, I went
That'd be
to...
a big get for us, Eddie Money.
So tell us about Geico.
Last year at his show...
He looks like my aunt. He really does. Like, you're right. I've seen what you're talking about, the Lilac Festival. He doesn't look good.
Oh.
The guy doesn't look good. But, the fact of the matter is when you put him on TV, you got to make him up. And they literally made him look like an old lady. It's like they put so much makeup on him.
He looks like a marionette. He's not standing naturally. It's just sort of like...
Whoa. Like his eyes bulged out of his head. It was great.
He ordered a hot dog up to the stage last year in the middle of his concert. He was like, I'm hungry. I don't think he drinks anymore or parties, so that's the best he could do.
He hangs out with Artie Fletcher a lot. I know that.
Oh, yeah?
The two of them are buddy-buddy. All right.
Yeah, they're bringing in the Whalers this year. No, apparently Bob Marley
You used to
was
have to
busy.
pay to tickets to see that.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Bob Marley was busy. He says, I stepped on your joke. I
Sorry.
apologize.
But yeah, no, I think they have Ziggy or Zany or Willie. I don't know, one of the.
Willie Marley.
But yeah, and they have. Oh man, who else is coming?
Doesn't Rusted Root play 4 times a day throughout the festival?
No. That's twice at that. What's the other one? The Canal Days or whatever it is they got there. What is it that they had over at the parking lot over by the courthouse?
Thornhill Fest?
No.
Oh, the party in the park.
Parties in the park. There was
Party in the
nowhere
parking
near a
lot.
park. That was so bad. They're finally moving them back to Manhattan Square Park this summer, I've heard, which is nice.
Oh, it's great walking around in blacktop in 90-degree heat.
Oh, yeah, man, with trailers. They're just dirty trailers. I actually was on, what's his name, Crowley over there on CMF, had me on a show last June, and they were at the party at the park, and Leon Russell was playing. Literally, I was in a trailer, and the trailer window opened up to Leon Russell's trailer window, so I could just see it there. He was just sitting there reading a magazine. It was just weird. It's a weird environment over there. Leon Russell was sitting in a trailer right next to all the people there to see him. Kind of strange. I got nothing.
I mean, Rochester's a cool city because it's small enough that if you know people or are an interesting person, you can get access to anyone who comes to town because they're not big enough celebrities to have an entourage.
The great thing That's right. That's right. And you know the greatest thing about Rochester is that in Rochester we're almost legitimate media. We're very close.
Yeah.
Very close. To
In
being
Rochester,
legit-
this is a TV show.
It's a city you get.
You gotta love it. And the Isotopes are a rock band.
Yeah.
You can do anything in Rochester.
I'm telling you, sky's the limit.
Where dreams are made.
Get to see people on their way up and their way down.
No. And sometimes just laying still. You know what, though? The other great thing about Rochester is the 4 great months we're about to have. I'm very excited about the fact that it's warming up a little bit. What I hate, though, is I've been driving to work this week, and I've had my windows down. Just about every white dude I've driven by is blasting Jimmy Buffett right now. It is like the Jimmy Buffett season in Rochester. Did you know that?
A lot of parrot heads.
A lot of parrot heads because it's like the weather's just starting to like lighten up and everybody's like on their way to work listening to boat drinks. It's just kind of a weird time in the city. It feels good.
How do you know this? You turn down your Jimmy Buffett that's playing, and you can hear it in other cars.
Oh, he's listening to boat drinks.
This radio won't turn down.
I'm turning down Havana Daydreaming. He's got boat drinks on.
Wow, you guys know way more Jimmy Buffett song titles than I do.
I could go all
I got
day long.
Cheeseburger in Paradise. I think that's about as far as I go.
He's had some good ones.
Okay.
Son of a Sailor. That's a good one. A Pirate Looks at 40. I could go all day long on the Jimmy Buffett catalog.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not
Please,
impressive.
please don't.
Not at all.
Mildly unimpressive. Let's talk about Eddie Money again. Let's talk about more stuff people don't care about.
Can I say that that's what we do on this show?
Perfect.
Talk about what people don't care about. All right, we'll be back.
ROCpodcasts.com.